really clawing into my knee right now. Oh my god, what is wrong with you? Good god, man. It's so freaking painful.
Very animated today.
Ow. Why are you doing this the second I hit live? Just like, screw your legs. I'm gonna go ahead and start the game too.
Very animated today.
Oh, let's mute that. Alright, time to tweet. Alright. Let's pop out these chats. We're like getting into some story stuff here.
Yeah. And we refuse to listen.
Well, I mean, yesterday I was getting into it, and I was like, oh, this seems like some interesting stuff. And then I'm just like, well, I'm here quietly watching Gears 5 cutscenes. That's weird. The music just cut out for me. Good morning, Nate Slee.
Oh, okay. That's my brother. It's Nat Selly.
Oh, Nat Zelly?
Okay. Yeah.
Nate. I saw I've been saying it wrong. Nate Slee.
I don't know how often you said it, but yeah, I guess it's all good.
There we go. The Wave Murray Show on YouTube. YouTube says, "Hey Kyle, hey Suriel. Good morning, original Dr.
Hello.
Mono."
B. Dr. Mono?
That's him. He's the one that gave everyone mono, I assume. Are these guys all gonna like wake up and destroy us?
I think we're good.
Oh, I died.
Oh no! Don't do that.
I'm so sorry to kick off the stream that way. Oh.
What better way?
You were typing, and I was like, I wonder what Suriel's typing.
I was typing in the chat. Can't wait for Kyle to die.
Well, you nailed it.
Manixie says, finally, some nice, cool fall weather. Are they talking about this? This
is winter.
Giant, yeah, this is very cold. This is much colder than fall. Although, for, people who aren't Minnesota natives, we had like an 80-degree day yesterday.
It was crazy. It was like super high. It was like muggy and gross. I didn't care for it.
Not fun. No.
Hey,
Take this weather back, I said.
Just a tip. Just a gameplay tip for you right here.
Yeah.
Don't walk in that room.
See, I had every inclination in my body to walk into that room, but I appreciate you sparing me.
Unless maybe, did I do something wrong here? Do I need to shoot something?
I think we just need to skim through it.
Let's see. Yeah. Sure, let's try that. Okay, I guess that was it.
Okay, and then now we gotta shock trap this thing?
Yeah, do I have shock traps equipped?
I got it.
You got it. Alright, you're on it, man.
Ah, he's done it. Your little friend is quite handy.
Hey, watch it, garbage can. That's full.
Well, you do make a lovely couple.
This dude following us, this R2-D2 guy is so odd.
Yeah.
I guess that's what they're going for.
Follow me.
Hey Dan, what's up Dan? Dan says, look at these awesome gamers gaming.
Dude, that's what we do. We get gamers game.
We're just guys being dudes. Whatever it was that we were saying that one time. Dudes being guys? I don't remember.
What's better than this?
Almost there now.
Sorted Spiral says the first day of Halloween. Is that what we consider the first day of Halloween?
Dude, the way it's been commercialized, it may as well be. Everyone changes their Twitter names in October. Everything's spooky now.
I have always been proud of your
I'm sure someone already asked Thanksgiving decorations up.
Yeah.
It's that time of year.
What the hell is that thing?
I do like Halloween with a kid. I think it's fun to go out, have an excuse to go out trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big party guy, which I know is like the adult fun about Halloween.
Can't wear my sexy Sonic costume unless the kid's with me.
Can't or shouldn't?
It's up to you. You know, I'm not gonna judge how you raise your kids.
Manic T says, can't wait till my son is old enough to trick or treat. Man, you just throw that sucker in a stroller and you get out there.
Yeah. Yes, I'm planning to feed my child all this sugar when they're 2 years old.
Well, that's for you, man. That's not for them.
This is directed. While I work, the matriarch will guide your mind.
Oh yeah, in case you were wondering,
to where it must go.
he suggested basically getting into her brain to remove the part of her that controls Locust. But
Oh,
that's
probably fine.
Then watch him. But I have to do this.
Is this like a needle through the eyeball situation?
I'm
Or?
losing control.
Yeah, kinda.
I won't hurt anyone else, understood?
Understood.
Getting some Dead Space 2 flashbacks right now. Or Resident Evil 4, which I guess is the more appropriate one.
Yeah, that's true. The larva.
Top 10 questionable video game surgeries.
I will make this as painless as possible.
Yeah, you better.
Suriel Rock Party says that the Shy Guy is getting much closer. So just like, be careful.
Just ignore him.
They disappear when you turn around, or is that booze? I'm gonna share one of my favorite, speaking of booze, one of my favorite Tim Curry jokes was, I think we had like a second or maybe third birthday for my kid, and when they're that age, you just invite your adult friends over to hang out.
So like their third birthday, not like, oh, we decided to have a third birthday in the year for my kid.
Like she was turning 3.
Okay.
And her favorite thing was Monsters, Inc. And I made that, even though I told everyone, like, you don't have to bring gifts for my kid. This is just an excuse for us to hang out. Everyone brought gifts for her, and they knew that she was into Monsters, Inc. So everyone bought her, like, Boo from the movies Monster, Inc. Like, just, they didn't mean to. They didn't, like, coordinate it. They just, everyone bought her, like, a Boo plush from Monsters, Inc. And after she opened, like, the third or fourth one, Tim looked at me, and he said, Kyle, your daughter has a real booze problem. And I said, that's you're amazing, Tim. Thank you. Dan really likes your Shy Guy. Manic says, did I immediately kick him out of my house? No, I invited him to live with me.
I'm here. I'm here.
And he's still there.
I've moved since then, but he commutes to San Francisco.
Yeah. It's a real, it's a real problem, but he makes it work,
He makes it work. This reminds me of getting my wisdom teeth removed.
Is that this whole game or this sequence?
This surgery sequence. This is what it was like for me when I went under anesthesia.
Because of the visions?
Yeah. I saw my metaphorical teeth in my, in this thing, and I had to remove
I'm your
it.
wisdom teeth.
I'm painful for no reason.
You have too many of me. That damn robot got away.
I don't know why that was funny to me. Just him shooting the robot. The robot's like, nope.
I'm out. You'll never catch me. I obviously move faster than you can.
Oh no, stairs. Oh my gosh, Manic said he had his wisdom teeth removed without going under anesthesia, and that's without anesthesia. That sounds insane.
That's not good.
Kay, are you okay?
Yeah, but...
Okay, come on, we can talk about it later.
I think we were both seeing the same cutscene.
Did you see inside? I saw like my
Yeah.
mom. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
mother... She's alive.
What?
It wasn't really her, except... Except it was. Where is he?
Emergency shutdown in effect.
Come on. He went this way. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Adam Walker, Texas Ranger, mentioning that Game Informer did reveal the Pokemon cover. That is the first Pokemon cover. That we had a Smash Brothers cover many years ago for the N64 one that had Pikachu on it. But that, yes, that is the first Pokemon cover for Game Informer.
Nice. I believe Brian Shea wrote that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he can
That's
hear
him
us.
on his first cover story.
Yeah. Found the foot door.
You want pipe? You can come here and get pipe.
Pipe? What?
We gotta stop.
Why did I?
Through.
Oh. Sure, I'll pick up some
Taking this.
pipe. All right. It's so weird. Oh, I gotta break the ice. Okay.
I'm gonna make him pay.
You're not gonna do anything but freeze if we don't lift this lockdown.
All right. What are we doing here? I found a guy.
I think this was Niles.
Then slap his hand on that scanner.
Identification. Director Niall Sampson. Approved. Cryogenic lockdown terminated.
Dust your accent in my ass. He put this whole place in a
Adam
deep
Walker,
freeze right
Texas
before he
Ranger,
played the
saying,
game.
"Is Hanson okay?" He didn't have a seizure or anything. I don't think he is. I don't think he's okay. I haven't talked to him since then, but it's very stressful to not have heard from him since.
Yeah, we're worried about him.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't a surprise for him today. So maybe he already had his seizure and recovered.
If he's surprised by the fact that the cover story went live, they're having a real problem over there.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, I forgot to edit all these videos.
I'm gonna kill you, Niles.
So I just picked up that pipe just for that one.
Enemy?
Not even an enemy. I just broke a big block of ice.
The enemy, the block of ice. Well, I mean, we technically don't have any guns yet, so I think we'll have to beat
Well, I
up
mean,
somebody. at some
you were
point.
just shooting at
Niles
Niles.
was talking about?
Later, after we deal with
Well, here are some guns.
I got it. Oh, really? I got the cannon. Do they have? Are there other
Yeah.
guns?
There's another cryo cannon.
Oh, okay. I guess it really wants us to use cryo cannon. What's original Dr. Mono was talking about that other Game Freak game. Is it Town? Little Town?
Little Town Hero, I think it's now.
That's 2 weeks? I didn't realize that was so quick. I feel like they just gave that game a name. You know what I mean? Like, I thought...
Yeah. Okay, we got some... Oh, I need ammo for pipe.
Do you really?
Come here. Over here, there's a thing where you can grab ammo for pipe.
We're getting shot at while we're like
Fine.
trying to figure out what's happening with the ammo pipe.
My pipe's out of ammo.
Oh crap.
I'm grabbing.
I'm down. Thank you. I'm gonna hit him with this pipe. Oh, what did you just do? What was that?
That is the Retro Lancer.
Oh, okay.
There's ammo for it over there, back behind that.
Yeah, I got that. I picked one up.
They have been designed to withstand generational conflict. They may withdraw, they may hibernate, but they will always return.
Did that do any good? That grenade?
I am really looking forward to shutting that garbage can up.
Doing the Foley work for this kind of game must be real fun.
Just a lot of squishing vegetables.
We bought 80 squashes today, and they've got to go.
Let's keep
We need these squash sounds.
Just looking down the list of sound effects they have in like their editing menus, like flesh 1, break, like flesh exploding 1, flesh exploding 2, flesh exploding 2, final. Just
Final.
all these different ways of like Flesh just like is
Really, truly, actual final.
Yeah. Final underscore real.
Oh, thank you. Oh, we on a timer?
There has to be another way to open it.
TBRG says, what was one of the biggest disagreements you've had at Game Informer?
I wonder if Jack can help.
Wait, what was the question?
What was one of the biggest disagreements you've had at Game Informer?
Like, do you think they mean like you and me, or like in general?
I don't know. Let us know, but I don't know. I feel like we haven't had like too many super contentious discussions.
I mean, Game of the Year stuff could get
Yeah.
contentious. There were a couple rough years. Breath of the Wild year was a tough one, where I found myself getting heated in ways that I rarely do. You know?
That was, for me, as someone who was advocating for Breath of the Wild, there was definitely like the feeling that, well, everyone, there are basically, usually like there will be two camps. There will be the these people like this game versus these people who like this game. Like last year, there was a big Red Dead versus God of War thing.
Yeah.
The Breath of the Wild year was more people who really liked Breath of the Wild versus people who didn't. And I think the picks outside of Breath of the Wild were kind of disparate. Like, there was some support for Odyssey. There was a little bit of support for Horizon. But it was more, I think the argument was more about yes or no on Breath of the Wild versus like, well, I like this game better. Right?
Yeah, it was just, it was weird. Like, the people who didn't want to see Breath of the Wild Game of the Year, like, were more adamant. Like, it wasn't that they, like, they just really did not like the game, weirdly.
Yeah.
As opposed to, like, yeah, like God of War, Red Dead, or it's like, well, I like both. I'd be happy with either one, but I prefer Red Dead, you know?
Yeah. The other one was, this was mostly a Slack thing, because I wasn't around when we actually talked about it, but, for me, I think the biggest debate from last year was whether or not Detroit Become Human deserved to be top 50.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And I guess that maybe was a little personal for me, because, like, I actively hate that game. That game is terrible. But we had some supporters, and so we had to hash it out, and that was... I'm still disappointed by the fact that game is on that list, but... You know.
Yeah, similar with No Man's Sky, the year it came out. That game is like a fantastic story of a game with a bad initial reception that really turned it around and is now something special that people really like. But I just didn't like the game when it first year. I honestly, I mean, I still don't. It's just not my type of game. Like, I don't think there's anything No Man's Sky could do that would suddenly make me a fan. And that's just genre, etc. You know, it's not like...
It's less that the game is bad more than it's just like...
Yeah.
It's just not something I'm ever going to be super interested in. Yeah, same for me.
Not a bad game at all, just not for me. And so that was kind of a tough battle that year too, of like, it's like, do we want to have this on top 50? And I was like, no, I don't think, not even for the reasons of like bad, you know, the marketing, questionable marketing, and like the game not being what people expected to be. I just didn't like what the game was, you know, like ultimately it was just too random to kind of...
It was also at the time, like, it hadn't had like the turnaround redemption story that it has now.
Oh yeah, not at all.
Hindsight, it seems like, oh yeah, I should have been on that list because that game is actually good. Like that story hadn't really...
No, it wasn't even close to happening. Yeah. But that's always like game end of the year stuff. Always kind of, there's always these contentious specific things for sure. And it's crazy. I would find myself getting so mad at things, and I'm not, like, it's weird. I'm not a mad, angry person, but I would find myself getting upset by these, like, you know, arguably meaningless sort of debates of like...
Yeah, and even as you're having those arguments, you realize it's like, this is really petty, and I ultimately am not super invested, but it's a thing where it's like, oh, if I just make this one statement, it'll be fine, and then this other person makes a counter-argument. It's like, well, if I make this one counter-argument, I think it should be good. And so that's how these conversations end up going way longer than they should, and suddenly it's been 20 minutes of people talking about this really thing that if you stepped away from that conversation, like if you had an out-of-body experience, you'd be like, this doesn't matter, I don't care about this one way. But very slowly, I became invested. and it becomes a little bit more as much about the arguing as it is about the content of like, well, I'm already dug my heels this far in, I may as well go all the way.
I'm dying. I've climbed this hill. I might as well die here.
Yeah, but I've already made this investment.
Got it! Is that gonna hold?
I have exactly 0 interest in finding out. Let's go.
That's a good line.
What the hell is that thing?
I got a glimpse inside its head. You don't want to know.
You know, they showed that thing earlier. I didn't think we were gonna have to fight it. I'm surprised. When they showed that big scary monster in the canister, I was like, well, that's the last we'll see of that monster.
Someone seems to have awakened my sires from their long hibernation. I wonder who that could have been.
So we got company.
Too much. I'm trying to read the chat. You guys are saying some interesting things about wisdom teeth removal. Oh, now I'm getting dragged off. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that you have to save me. I mean, that's not. I've certainly seen that before, but I feel like that's like a little more intense.
Kate! Horrible!
I see
I need to get rid of this pipe. Give me a Nasher. There
Oh, it's been so long since my sire had run free.
Oh, I got kidnapped again. I was looking at the chat.
we go. Now I got kidnapped. Does that mean we're dead?
We're both getting kidnapped.
I should have just started shooting. I was just like trying to melee you out of the guy's embrace. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
I think this guy's gonna kill me. Oh wow.
Are you
dragged
okay?
me
Where are
back
you?
quite a ways. No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Surprised at how far away he dragged me. 'Cause they're eventually supposed to just twist your head off, basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I
Resident
don't know
Evil
what.
style?
Yeah. He was talking about getting oral surgery.
Yeah, my memory of getting my wisdom teeth removed was I definitely like went back to work too soon and like was in a lot of pain. But I remember that was actually what got me into Symphony of the Night was I was like, oh, I'm recovering from the surgery. I'm gonna play Symphony of the Night, and I super got into it, and that's where I like really started falling in love with Castlevania games.
Hope Jack can help us out. Where is he taking me?
I don't know. Did he kill you? Oh, you got out?
That's all of them.
Oh yeah.
So
we
then
did.
let's keep after Niles. Come on.
No, I don't want. I want the ammo.
Niles, we're still coming.
I really don't think he can hear you.
I really don't care.
Man, she doesn't want to find out. She doesn't care. What are we even doing here, Kate?
Yeah. What are you even here for? Where is?
She's a real nihilist when it comes to her mission.
Wait, was that a pun?
No. Oh, Nile. Yes.
I really that's a very clever pun. So you really should have just rolled it in and said like, oh, I'm absolutely that.
The fact that I didn't even recognize the pun until you said it is certainly telling of whether or not it was intentional.
Oh, I think maybe there's another vent here. Anytime there's not a kind of star. To be fair, we haven't been paying super close attention either.
Yeah, I was trying to find the thing doesn't tell me where to go.
Is it this way?
Alright, let's see. Which way do we... Are we trying to leave? Is that what we're trying to do? Like, is this the way we came? Okay.
We're trying to track down now. Okay, this is the way we came. Or the way I'm going is the way we came.
Okay. Well, then I don't see you, so I must be in the right place? Looking for, like, a door.
So we're talking about classic Zelda?
Yeah, that's it. Who... That was your brother asking that question, right?
What was the question?
Are Zelda games that are more like Skyward Sword or Link's Awakening going to be called Classic Zelda instead of the more Breath of the Wild Zeldas going forward? I think there's going to be like there's 2D Zelda. It's like how it will be referred to as like sort of 2D, like classic 2D Zelda, and then I think there's going to be like maybe traditional Ocarina of Time style Zelda, which is like a 3D game but sort of uses that 2D sort of template. And then modern Zelda. I think there'll be like those 3 versions, you know.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like depends on how much Zelda changes going forward. If Breath of the Wild was like, and Breath of the Wild 2, which feels like it's more of a Mario Galaxy 2 than a real like, hey, this is the series now.
Which I will happily accept, by the way.
Yeah, like I guess it depends what they do after Breath of the Wild 2, because if every Zelda is like that going forward, then I think that'll become a thing where, it was a pre Breath of the Wild Zelda, so it did this and this.
I actually would really love, like, Breath of the Wild. That's the future of core Zelda. I'm totally happy with that. Clearly they have like teams like Grizzo or Grezzo working on like Link's Awakening and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would just because I want everything and I can never be satiated. I would love like like an Ocarina of Time style Zelda game. You know what I mean? Like a 3D sort of traditional Zelda that goes alongside, maybe is like, like a more sort of cartoony look, you know?
You can even do it that way directly, where it's basically what Link Between the Worlds was to Ocarina of Time. I mean, not beyond Majora's Mask, where they're just like, hey, this is like in conversation with that game directly in a way that other Zeldas weren't.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to basically do a remake that is like a sequel.
Yeah, like
I can see them doing that.
I'm basically okay with there being 3 Zeldas, periodically. Yeah. Open world, like 3D traditional and 2D traditional. Like I would play all those for sure. I just don't know if there's any.
Yeah.
Do they need to spread themselves that thin and bring on that many developers to make 3 different types of Zelda games every couple of years? I don't know.
And then, I mean, there's the obvious fourth style, which is, Triforce Heroes, which they really need to continue that lineage of co-op Zeldas that everyone likes, that should be brought back forever.
Yeah. Fun fact about Triforce Heroes, Suriel.
Yeah.
I am the only person in the world who has beaten that game.
Wow.
I don't know if
really
you knew
impressive.
that about me.
I'm a little disappointed that other reviewers didn't. So that's just kind of a weird thing.
I guess that joke kind of throws a bunch of other people in the bus. I'm sure those reviewers beat it as well. But as far as like the average Zelda player, I can't imagine there's anyone who finished.
Nintendo considers it like a mainline Zelda, right?
It's a sequel to Link Between Worlds. Like that's the same Link. I think I asked them that directly at some point.
I have also not played that one. I would like to play it, but just this, like, it's more for completionist's sake.
Yeah.
I've played every Zelda but that. I haven't beat every Zelda. Like, I think the only one I haven't beaten is Zelda 2. But that's the only one I haven't even touched. But that was because, I was a freelancer when it came out, and I wasn't going to justify spending money on a game that nobody seemed to have liked, and I wasn't going to get anything out of coverage-wise. So I've just kind of played it. But
I mean, it's not like a bad game. It's, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's just not worth playing. Like I can't recommend it. It's just like, I feel like the weakest part of Zelda is the combat and action. I still enjoy it, but it's the weakest element of the total package.
It's like way too simple for it to hold the entire game.
And that is basically the oh, here we go. I think I found something here. Oh, there's Niles. You see where I am, sir?
Yeah, I'm expecting you to.
I lost my train of thought. But yeah, that's basically what it focuses. I mean, there is some puzzle solving, but it's super simple in order to allow for, like, multiple people to work together on it.
Yeah.
And then there's the combat, which is just like, it's okay, but it's not like, it's just not what I want from a Zelda game.
Actually, people keep talking about Wisdom Tooth. I think I might still have one Wisdom Tooth.
Oh yeah, did you get them removed at all, or?
I don't remember. Like I went to the dentist a lot as a kid, but I don't know if I had like crowns and stuff put in. But I don't know if it was a. Oh yeah, Niles is dead. But I had like I think I had maybe one of them removed, and then the other one, yeah, we'll come back to it. Happened. So you just gotta keep doing that, where we gotta basically shoot the ice
up.
under him and then shoot his glowing spot
His glowing spot?
on his back.
That's insane. Who comes up with that? So now I gotta get around to his back.
Yeah.
Oh! Does that kill me?
Where are you?
Okay. I just fell in the water. Okay. So you
Oh.
can't stand on the ice.
Yeah, you have a certain amount of time before he'll basically wake up and jump out, and that'll break more ice, which can kill you.
You know, there's a chance, Earl, that you might not have wisdom teeth. Like, it happens.
It's true.
I had a friend.
My teeth just might be dumb, yeah.
No. You, if that's the case, you are the future of humanity. You are evolutionarily
Ooh.
advanced.
Yeah.
I
The
had
wisdom is in my head, not my teeth.
Are you? What does it look like for you? Because the monster is not there for me.
The monster's definitely there. Oh, the monster just straight up disappeared, and he's all the way over on the other side of the stage now.
You see him? Oh, there he is. That was weird. I'm glad I captured that on video. That was such a strange thing. Is there?
Oh yeah, there's totally.
He's there.
Oh. Where are you?
I'm like on his left. Man, this is. I mean, I know Gears. Even I think they would been pretty open that it started as like a, you know, no, not. But they were like, we kind of want to make something like Resident Evil 4. Like they were pretty open about that. You know, Blazinski always talked about. He talked about Resident Evil 4 specifically, but like this, just like a blind monster that I got to shoot in the back. It's like, you know what I mean? Is like, oh yeah, I remember this boss fight. From
I mean, they did this in Gears 1 even.
There we go. All right, so don't stand on the ice. Can I do the frag grenades stick? Oh God, what happened there?
I think he landed on you.
Emergent OS asks, "Hey Kyle, have you had a chance to tell Ben Hansen about the Hamilton Easter egg in Gears 5?" I did. What did he say? He had something funny that he said. I'm gonna look it up because it made me laugh. Oh, so I sent him like the clip from our stream, and I was like, "Did you know about this?" And he just said, "What?" And then like a full day later, he said, "Were they confused, and that's why they have Linda Hamilton in multiplayer?" So it took him about 20 hours to come up with that, but it was worth the wait.
And that was his whole day too.
That was I don't think he was doing anything else.
He was zoned out at work, like I've got to come up with this real zinger, man.
The guy, he's invisible again. Is he invisible for you?
No, he's not invisible for me.
Because like Niles is just floating in the air and disappearing. Is what's
what
happening
happens for me is that it'll play out the entire cutscene with him in it, and then he'll just immediately teleport to the other.
All right, so what happened this time was like we just both got...
As soon as you see the ice break, just roll away.
Okay, so just get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look! On his back! It doesn't like the cold! Dump it and freeze its ass! Holy sh...
Where'd you go?
I really genuinely like the bleeped profanity. Uh-oh. I'm in the flashback thing. Uh-oh.
He's on the other side of the arena.
I can't see anything. Everything's all red and glowy.
He's running right at you, too.
Is he really?
Yeah. I'm trying to shoot him, but...
Okay, you got it? I don't know if I can get around to his other side here. Okay, I'm stuck behind a pillar. I might want to back up a little bit. That's not good.
I don't like that this is happening.
This is not fun. I mean, the boss fight's fun, but I'll take this over just like just a big bullet sponge, you know?
Yeah. Ooh, rolled the wrong way, but.
All right.
Fine.
Like I like some specific strategy when it comes to boss fights.
All right. Got him again, but not in a great spot.
I am in that. I can't see anything. Like, I'm having hallucinations. And
Oh, that's not good.
everything's red. And
Oh.
what happened?
I'm not entirely sure what you're supposed to do about that.
I guess I just need to stay safe. Just like get out of the way or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. It's very weird.
Rock Party asks, "Do you have a PSVR, Kyle? I'd be super stoked if you played Rush of Blood for us." I don't. I do have an Oculus Rift though, and I was thinking about like VR streaming and stuff. It's hard, but I was thinking it might be fun to do the Groundhog Day game, just because it's like I think like most people, I'm just like, what is that thing? You know? Like has anyone reviewed that or anything?
I saw someone wrote about it, but I don't know who.
Okay. I just want to read someone's thoughts on it, basically. Like, I like it conceptually. See, now everything's going crazy for me.
My vague recollection was that the writing was actually like good, but everything else about it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But that's really all secondhand, so.
I mean, it doesn't look like any of the original cast or anything is involved, which isn't particularly surprising, but like even the folks that like that seems like they could have gotten it, they didn't get, you know. Like, I get that Bill Murray's like impossible to nail down, but if you think they could have gotten some of the other
Yeah, Punch the Tommy Phil.
yeah. Well, that's Bill Murray.
Oh
Wait, I
Nice.
see what you're saying. The actual groundhog itself.
yeah. I didn't know that was also Bill Murray. Wow.
Wait, I was. He's Phil, but he's not Puxatawny Phil.
Try shooting him, get him off the-
Crap. He
Oh,
grabbed
no.
me. I don't know if that's.
You alright?
No.
I saw your head explode.
Hexonomer says, "Can you imagine? Keep talking and nobody explodes." You'd have to do that. Oh, you're suggesting I do it with my wife. That might be interesting. That's actually a really good idea. I'm gonna have to do that. I was thinking like the chat would be helping me or something, which I'm like, I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be able to read it or anything. But yeah, with another person here with me, that could be cool. But yeah, I have to figure out VR streaming. That's tough.
Now it knows where you are. On his back.
Is the frag grenade sticky?
Back.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Throwing grenade!
Yeah, that was a big waste. Okay.
Well, the thing that I always do is whenever I see him freeze, I just reload my shotgun and try to get the active.
Oh, sure.
But that way it does more damage.
So, alright, I'm hallucinating. I can't really see. I'm just gonna try to run away.
Okay.
Like, I'm just trying to keep moving. I guess that's all I can really do. Alright, so now I'm back. Oh, crap, he's right there. Where is he?
He's over
Okay, I see him.
right at the beginning of this thing.
Oh, I need help. Oh, no, I don't. I got it. Oh, he was frozen, and I'm off trying to be. I'm playing very defensively. Yeah, see, now I'm hallucinating
I
again.
mean, I'm not sure what causes that or what you're supposed to do during.
I think I'm just supposed to try to stay out of the way. I don't know. Just don't die.
He's frozen, by the way.
Okay. See, I can see him now. Someone's yelling at me.
Oh, I'll go.
You okay?
Jack.
Do you need help or you got it?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna try to freeze him again.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him over here.
Oh,
Oh crap. He threw a thing at me. That
I'm
was
trying to
close.
get back. I'm keep trying to shoot him so he'll pay attention over here.
Did he throw a thing at you?
Yeah. Now it's just doing that over and over.
Jeez. He just like ran over me. This guy's
Were you
hard.
hallucinating?
No, I wasn't. I thought
I thought he was gonna come to me because he faced me and I was shooting him a whole bunch. Beaten Up Brian says, have they been on this part for long? We've been on it for a little while. It's just been. I'm not entirely like I played this part as Del. I'm not entirely sure what you're supposed to do when you have the hallucinations, other than try to run away. But yeah, that's a really weird thing for them to throw into this fight.
Del, now or never. Let's kill this thing.
Squiddo Willow asked me about playing drums in Rock Band. I was never like great.
Knows where you are.
Like no better than a good Rock Band player, you know. But I actually a couple times like I had Rock Band and I was still playing music with my friends and stuff, and I actually found it was good as like I would play a few songs and then go play music with my friends. Like it was a good like just a warm up kind of in a weird way. But you know, I mean, you can ask any musician. It's not really like accurate to. Well, I don't know. Drums are actually pretty close. Guitar and other, you know, is different, but like it actually wasn't too. It didn't feel too different than playing than actual drums, which is cool. But it's not like I'm a great drummer or anything either. Like, I was just a totally average drummer, or am a totally average drummer.
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, Mama's angry!
Oh, I was in the middle of my roll animation when he ran me over.
Hexonomer says, sorry for assaulting with music questions. You've sent me like a 1. What are you talking about?
Sorry for this one round assault.
Hexonomer, do you still actively play drums? The sad answer is no, not as much as I'd like. I have my drums set up in my home, which makes me happy. I can actually see them from here, and I like looking at them, but I probably sit down and play them like once a month. I wish I played a lot more. And I don't really listen to a lot of like tech death metal these days. Not anymore anyway. But I do still like Between the Buried and Me a lot. Holy what, Del? Oh, I didn't realize he was right there, and now I'm hallucinating. Great timing, okay. I think the hallucinations just start at like a certain point in the boss fight or something. Alright, let's see if we can get him to... Did you get hit by that, or are you good?
Yep.
Alright, there we go.
Nice. Oh, we both rolled the wrong way. Oh.
You okay?
Yeah.
Kind of just started sprinting in the other direction.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, let's see if I can get him over here. I'm trying to get him on the ice.
Watch it! Watch it! You gotta move!
Oh, geez.
There we go. Ooh, and I'm right in the right position too. I turn.
Oh!
I didn't like one hit off on that.
Yeah.
That was weird. Is he just... Oh, I'm hallucinating again. Does he just spend less time being frozen as the fight goes on, I guess?
Where is he?
I can't see him.
Oh, I found him.
You got him? Alright, I'm just trying to run. It's weird doing like a scary voice saying Katie. Katie's not like a particularly scary name.
God, he just keeps doing that. He's gonna launch a whole bunch of them.
Oh, I got hit by him, but
Get up, get up!
Are you down?
I'm good. I'm up.
Gotta stop doing that. He is not giving us like a good, clean way to damage him yet.
Whoa! Man, I rolled. Come on.
Like after we got him down to under half, he basically like never gave us the chance to actually down him.
Yeah. Hi, Flaming Queso. Welcome. What's considered the best rhythm game? It's obviously Rhythm Heaven. Heaven's in the title, so you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't know what to tell you guys. It's just fact. It's either that or Harmonite for the 3DS.
I'm still a defender of what was her name? The developer of DJ Hero and Guitar Hero Live.
I mean, it's Harmonix, right? Or is that somebody else?
No, it was a different team.
Within Harmonix, or no?
No, because those are Activision titles, so they didn't make those.
Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Neversoft, I think, right?
It was. I think they made another group for those games.
For the little mobile games.
Yeah, whatever they're called. It's like freestyle games. They made DJ Hero and Guitar Hero Live, and I think both of those are DJ Hero and Guitar Hero Live are both excellent.
Yeah, there's a lot of love out there for DJ Hero. A lot of people treat it as sort of like it didn't get its due, you know?
Yeah.
I remember playing it in store when I was working at GameStop, and not really clicking for me, but I really only gave it I only just played it for 10, 15 minutes or something. Oh boy, I was hallucinating, but dude was right there. There we go. We got some good hits in there, finally.
Yeah.
Ah, crud. Get up. Me and Del were saying the same thing.
Oh, jeez, he was right behind me.
Are you down or dead?
No, I'm dead.
Crap.
All right.
Flaming Queso says, I almost put this game down because of this terrible boss fight. I actually kind of like the boss fight.
I think it's fun. It's just like
cool.
he has these really weird specific behaviors that, like, the first few tries I feel like, oh, we're figuring out how to coerce him into doing the thing we want, and now it just feels like he is not doing what he's supposed to be in a weird way.
Yeah.
That is kind of throwing off the rhythm of the fight. Like, I like the way you're supposed to set up what's basically a damage phase.
Yeah, I do. Firecracken says, never played Harmonite, want to try it. Fun fact about Harmonite, much like Triforce Heroes, I am one of the only people on this planet that has played and beaten Harmonite.
Yeah, I had not even heard about it until now.
It's a Game Freak. It was like 3DS exclusively online.
Oh, is that on
eShop.
Steam?
Was that?
Oh, didn't they put a game out on Steam?
Yeah, that's I forget what that's called. I never tried that one. But this was, it's like one of those few non-Pokemon Game Freak games, because they did Drill Dozer and then they just went back to Pokemon, and then a few years later they did Harmonite, and then the doors opened a little bit more and they've done more since then. But Harmonite's like a rhythm platformer. It's really good. It's a lot of fun. It actually has, when you beat the game, you can actually play Pokemon music. So like if you think of like Bit Trip Runner or something like that, it's like that, but like there's some Pokemon themes and stuff. It's genuinely good. I would love to see it ported somewhere, but it's only on 3DS. But it's just good because it's like, it's, you know, a rhythm platformer, which those exist, but they can be really hard. but Harmonite kind of keeps it simple. Like, I really like rhythm games that don't have a ton of inputs, you know, that just let you focus on the rhythm, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think we talked about that when you were reviewing those Persona music games. Like, I didn't like them because there's, like, 6 inputs for, like, tracking the music, and it's just, like, I don't know, I just don't enjoy that. I'd rather, like, that's why I like Rhythm Heaven, because it's, like, there's only, like, typically one input, so you can just focus on keeping the music in check, you know, which I like.
Yeah. Now he's all he does is now he just sleeps and then
Throws
those
the thing.
needles. Like that's all he does now. He has not run in the last.
Come here. Quit jumping. Being a little
Oh, there you go.
Dennis Hopper. Now he's running. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm running all the way over here. I don't care what you think. Nope, I'm hallucinating. So I'm basically out of commission here while I'm hallucinating.
Get ready to switch off.
He's almost dead. We can get him down again. He's got it. No, he's running over there.
Like I can see. Okay. Now the hallucination, everything's still glowing red, but I can at least see it better. So that might actually be helpful. Okay.
Okay. Got him frozen.
There we
you
go. Nice. That was all you, man. I was running around hallucinating.
That is such a weird thing for them to insert in that fight. Because there's not like a real counterplay to that. It just feels like, well, I just have to accommodate them.
I made them worse.
And you're sure what you saw was real?
It was real.
You don't.
Okay, then maybe she'll...
You're not sure. Let's be honest.
She would, if she could. But she's not my mother anymore.
We were talking about best co-op games.
Yeah, Emergent OS says Epic Mickey 2 is the best co-op game, and we can't talk them out of it. All right. Mine's Portal 2, Left 4 Dead for me.
Portal 2 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead I think is good, but I've seen people with like 1,000 hours into Left 4 Dead, like either across both games, and I feel like after you beat those games, there isn't a ton of replay value. Like I get that there's the randomized elements to it, but for me personally, it never felt like, oh, let's run this again for the 100th time. That never felt like a huge motivator for me.
No,
Yeah.
we need the old plan.
Yeah, I just like going after achievements and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's why I ended up playing it so much and different difficulties and all the DLC.
Mhm.
Like I've said before, like I don't really play a lot of co-op games. I'd rather just play a game by myself usually. But like Portal 2 and Left 4 Dead were two that like my wife and I like really got into weirdly, and like had 2 TVs and 2 Xboxes set up like to play a bunch and stuff.
Yeah, fine. And speaking of one of a kind,
I'm excited for whatever, you know, that Left 4 Dead team is working on next, because it seems like it's going to be like a Left 4 Dead successor. You know, I forget what it's called. Doesn't it have 4 in the title, I think? Ready for Blood or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
And now we need to
I
kill
remember.
But World War Z, I feel like right now is the best Left 4 Dead successor that's available. I like World War Z. I think it is.
That
you know,
Vermintide I like a lot.
I have not played Vermintide, so I should check that out if I like Left 4 Dead.
It's like it's basically like a fantasy version of Left 4 Dead
Okay.
with like more RPG aspects. Like there are certain things you can, like there are these tomes that you can grab that will give you bonus experience that you use to level up weapons and stuff. And there are different tiers of difficulty for all the acts and stuff. So you can get better weapons if you have this tome, but it takes up a slot in your inventory that,
Gotcha.
you know, like a potion or like a med kit would. So it's like there's a lot of really interesting risk reward in how you run the different campaigns, and yeah, there are different classes.
Is it first or third person?
It's first person.
Because that was something that like was a little kind of unique about World War Z is was third person, which I just generally prefer third person shooters over first, just in general. I like seeing my character on screen, so that's just like a minor thing that I like, you know.
You like pointing to the screen and going, "That's me."
That's me. That's my back. A Flamin' Queso says Back for Blood is what it's called.
Back from Blood.
Which
Okay.
is a bad name, but also a good name at the same time, because it's like
Yeah.
from the creators of Left 4 Dead comes Back for Blood. But without that from the creators of Left 4 Dead in front of it, it's kind of like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
a
sure
dumb
Valve
name.
is like, ah, damn it, they got us. We can't sue them.
I think Valve is just too busy. They can't see through the piles of money in front of their computers from Steam.
Oh, they're not making their own storefront? That's fine. Whatever. Who cares?
Okay. Remember how I told you only pissed off?
But yes, it is coming to Games Pass, which people should check out.
Yeah.
And also Dishonored 2. Dishonored 2 is on Game Pass. Play Dishonored 2. That game
Oh,
is
really?
fantastic.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That game has like the achievement that I remember that game for on console was the fact that it has quick save and quick load on console, which is not something you see. I don't think I've seen maybe one other time, but I don't remember. I vaguely remember another game.
Yeah,
doing
that's,
it, but
you don't see
the
that.
ability to just pause the game, save it, and then basically save scum on a console game is like kind of unique.
Yeah,
in a
for
way.
sure.
So it turns out the UIR space program went way beyond what the
Very
cards
excited for.
publicly revealed.
What's the thing that Arcane is working
Somewhere in
on?
this cosmodrome here,
Deathloop.
rocket
Oh, yeah, Deathloop,
loaded
yeah.
with functional
Yeah,
hammer and
I'm
dawn satellites.
curious to see what that ends up
I
being.
think
Yeah.
we can get the entire system back online.
I hope it's not like one of those
Swarm where they live.
what's like the overall, like a repeatable game where it's like, hey, it's a multiplayer game, or yeah, it's a roguelike or something like that. I hope it is a single player campaign with some sort of narrative element.
Yeah.
Versus like,
Prefer that, yeah.
yeah.
Someone our military tried to launch.
It kind of triggered a small civil war, actually.
So we know this Cosmodrome's layout. Where are the satellites?
We going to space?
Try the rocket hangar. Here.
And the
We're trying to launch we'll basically get the satellites for the Hammer of Dawn up and running.
How do you know these satellites are still functional? Or if they're even compatible with ours?
Answer, we don't. And that's where you come in.
Unless you're too cowardly. Or stupid. Or weak.
Man, who is that?
A friend, believe it or not.
So it's like JD's just like not in the majority of this game, I
There's
guess?
a good chance most of it's buried in.
No, he's like out being weird.
Oh, and
They're just out being
come and
mad
see
at
me
him.
Before you go.
Alright, does the pool table have physics? Oh, I can't shoot anything anyway, so it doesn't matter. So the answer's no.
Notice the part where no one's sure this will work.
I don't care. We'll make it work. We have to.
The
Last time you told me exactly what you saw.
the year Tacoma
It's not what I saw.
and What Remains of Edith Finch came out.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those games had
You're not gonna stop.
interactable pool tables in them,
Look, I woke her up.
and
So I have
I remember I was trying to
Yeah, but this
come up
isn't
with like
about
a feature
That's
or like a
right.
video or something that was like the top 2 interactive pool tables in this year's biggest indie games or something.
Yeah,
like
some very obscure. There are a lot of lists like that. Yeah.
Which I love. I love those like stupid like I don't know. I guess I could do it now. I can do it on my own time.
Yeah. Nothing is stopping you. There's no creative blockage here.
Yeah.
There's no one. You don't have to run that by anybody except like an editor, I guess, who you pitch it to. But
Or secretly
I think
do it and just
it's only more timely now. You know, the best the best interactive pool tables in indie games is from 2017 or 2018.
whatever year it was. I mean, Edith Finch is on Switch now. So,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So this might be a good place to call it.
Yeah, I think so. Because otherwise we're getting right back into like big combat and stuff. But yeah, we can call it here. And so you're gonna be streaming Destiny.
Yep.
2?
Right after this, I'm gonna hop on to Destiny, and I will be streaming Shadowkeep's campaign basically until I either beat it or I can no longer stay awake. So
Cool.
that'll be an all-day thing.
Sweet. Well, I'll try to
to
at least call in and chat with you for a few minutes. Somehow, I don't know, Discord probably. Is that how you want to do it?
Yeah, that'll work.
Cool. All right, man. Well, have fun, and thanks for
right.
streaming with me. I appreciate it. Oh, and
Yeah.
a clever cadaver, no spaces. That's your Twitch handle, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I
I think you can do it. You might be able to host me or Braid. I don't know.
think I will, because I think I'm hosting Imran and Leo, so I'll add you to that too.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks so much, guys. Yeah, just you should even comment in the chat there, Suriel, so people can click right over to you. Cool. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I don't know. Suriel might be just all in on
Yeah.
Destiny tomorrow, so I don't know. Maybe no Gears tomorrow. Maybe I'll start playing something new. We'll see.
Okay. All right.
Bye.